This week on Bros, Bibles, and Beer. I think God wants me to live here in Texas.
God hasn't told me that.
Hey, why did all of these stories get so much attention? Look at all the thumbnails. Yeah, it's all beautiful people.
Oh, I read this verse and therefore that means this to me. No, that meant something to them first before it gets to you.
Is what black people give white people who try to be rappers and fail terribly, do they give them wiggle room?
Let's go to our our white guy black correspondent.
Cheers. Welcome, listeners.
Okay, we're doing it. Hey, we're here.
Bros, Bibles, and Beer podcast.
Episode number
265. 265. I checked it out.
That's amazing.
I'm Andy McCraw, here with my good friend Zack Crater, and on the ones and twos, my other good friend Dave Ritchie.
Hello.
Jeff is lost on a football field somewhere looking for his son who fell through a trap door. That's how we do football in the greater San Clemente area by way of Los Angeles, California.
We've been a little bit lazy in our episode putting outs and recordings. Not even in putting outs, just the recordings.
Is lazy the right word, though? It's like
we have other priorities.
We're working hard in our real lives.
That's true. Real life.
Even though technically we are professional podcasters.
Regular life is hard enough.
Yeah, it's... Dave, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, we don't have a camera on Dave?
No, we don't have a Dave camera.
That's okay.
We got audio.
Which is weird because he's easily the best looking one out of all of us. So we're hiding you.
I have a voice for radio.
Yes.
Base for television. Multi-threat guy.
I wasn't going to say it.
Well, yes, I know. We haven't been doing it as often as we should be, but that's okay. We're doing it now, and that's what matters.
We are doing it now, and we love it. And we love you.
Yeah. And thanks for tuning in. And if this is your first time, all the normal things that you hear everyone say is because they actually matter and it means stuff. If you enjoy this, all the likes and subscribes. But up front, even more than that, send it to one person. Send this podcast to one other person. Just share it with one other person.
Yeah.
And let the goodness flow forth.
Let that person send it into space.
Yeah. And then send it back down into their hearts.
Yeah. Boop the like button, all that stuff. Before Andy does what Andy's going to do, as all Andys have done throughout all time and space, Dave, you dropped a bomb on us right before we started recording.
Yeah.
It turns out Jesus is coming.
September 23rd.
Or no.
The
rapture.
Rapture.
Because Jesus doesn't come with the rapture.
Correct.
Yes.
We go to Jesus. It's not the second coming. It's
7 years or something.
We go to Jesus for 7 years and then we have to leave?
It depends on who you ask.
Yes.
It takes 7 years.
Scott, may his podcasting heart rest in power. Former member of Bros, Bibles, and Beer. He's still alive. But he was for a long time, a mid-wrath rapture guy. So for some people, they'll understand this. For other people, it'll be over their head. There's a 7-year tribulation, and most rapture people think the Christians will be rescued before the tribulation starts. And I think Scott was a halfway through guy. For details I cannot give you, nor do you want to hear anyway. But you'll just have to subscribe to our Patreon and we'll give you more information on how to avoid this.
Yeah.
Donations will help.
So anyways, there's disagreements. And actually, that's funny. As I say something I'm thinking about that's funny to me that you guys haven't heard yet because I haven't said it yet. Scott's former pastor out here in Southern California was a Calvary Chapel pastor. They are big on the rapture. They booted him from Calvary Chapel and he had to start his own church because he believed in the rapture. He just disagreed on the exact timing of when it would happen related to the tribulation. And Calvary cares enough that was a deal breaker, which is amusing to me.
Oh, because he didn't align with the number that they chose?
Yes. So he was a mid-wrath rapture and they are a pre-wrath rapture. They both believe in the rapture, but that was a deal breaker. So, I don't get it, but bless my heart. How about that?
I don't know. I keep thinking of the Left Behind series, which makes me think of Nicolas Cage.
Whoa. Yeah.
In about 2 weeks, we'll find out.
It also makes me think of David Hayward, also known as the naked pastor on Instagram, he's an artist. I've worn his shirts before. The famous Jesus throwing the tables up and they look like little donuts. They're coins, but maybe he makes them look like donuts. Jesus turning the tables. Anyways, he has an art piece.
He hates these donuts.
It's like a cartoon character, so it's not graphic, but you just see a naked back and there's just an arrow pointing to the left butt cheek. And that's it. Left behind.
Oh my God.
It's so silly and I love it. It's delightfully silly.
I like
I thought
it.
about getting that shirt, but we'll see.
Oh my God.
It's deep.
Dave, do you have a clip for us that proves it? It could be fun. Hold it
It's
up to
up to you
the
guys.
mic.
I think we can just do a clip of the clip. We'll probably get the idea partway in.
Yeah, just hold that up to the microphone and let's...
You have the world's loudest phone.
So we do have a mutual friend that approached Dave about the rapture and talked to you about this, Dave, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And it's coming up. What day is this recording?
Hold on just a second. Before you do that,
Yeah.
Can I ask real quick? What was the context that this was brought up to you? Was it just like, anyway, I think we could make a change here. And oh, by the way, did you see this?
It is on his heart to evangelize.
Okay.
And he is pretty vocal with that. And this is part of his feeling that he needs people, because he believes this right now, which,
Sure. We all have those things.
And can the record reflect we all know this individual, and if he finds out that
I told him I will probably mention this on the podcast.
Okay.
So we're good.
We all like this individual.
No.
Yes.
I would disagree
We're not-
wholeheartedly with the theology of the rapture stuff, but we like him.
But did he share this thing with you specifically?
We like him a
Yes.
lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way-
Nice. Nice.
By the way, I guarantee you it's cloudy wherever he is right now and it's cold, but he's got a tank top on because the sun is out somewhere.
Yeah. And dolphin shorts.
You're talking about the person who shared this.
Yes.
All right. Are we
Sun's
ready?
out, guns out. Okay.
Here we go.
He's bringing it.
Keep getting more mind-blowing as we go on, so let's just get to it. From September 11th, 9/11, 2001, the Twin Towers.
Obviously.
Right? We'll start there, and we understand that that's all connected with Trump, right? The 9/11, he's the 45th and the 47th.
Is it easy for you to pause? Okay.
We all understand that,
There's
right?
so many assumptions, like right from the beginning, that are unverifiable that you have to believe in order for the rest of the video to be believable.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, okay.
Obviously, we start with September 11th. When we're talking about the rapture, which I would argue is not in the Bible, but even if it was in the Bible, the fact that it's like, obviously we start with September 11th is
Yeah,
weird.
and there was some other sub video that had something to do with the calendar or the alignment of the
Hey, try to keep up, okay?
the
I'm
alignment
sorry.
of the constellations
Yeah,
that,
that makes
Put it
more
there.
sense.
and I believe Trump was a Democrat at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So,
he might still be.
Well,
Continue.
all right.
Secret Democrat. I love that.
4 plus 7 is 11. But 9/11 also is a rapture because 9 times 11 is 99, which is the value of rapture
That's good math.
and ascension
Pause.
and new moon.
That's the value of rapture. Rapture has a value.
Yeah.
And if it does,
numerically,
and if it does, it's only worth 99. That's it. Just 99.
Now, I can only guess that the value of rapture is based on the letters that make up the word they're translating into rapture is my guess. I don't know this
There.
about
like
them.
R is 18,
And there's
and
a numerical value with every Hebrew letter.
read that
Oh, okay.
simple.
Simple equation. This is
rapture
hieroglyphics.
R. Oh, I guessed it right.
What?
R is 18. This is a sign. This is more of a sign than this is a sign.
A sign of what?
Listen, who knows? But I guess that R is
Okay,
18.
R is 18.
A is 1. P is 16.
Is there another
T's.
letter associated with the English R? Like, is there a different letter from a different language?
There's some simple what to
I mean,
say.
yeah, there's letters from other languages. What?
So that's the thing is like rapture is an English word.
Right.
And if they're associating numbers with it, they're already off base.
Oh, you think God didn't know English was going to be written?
In Hebrew, words, letters have, forgive me for fucking this up, people who actually know Hebrew, but there are numbers that are associated with letters, which is why all this numerology stuff never ceases to exist, because they're actually the letter 666, or the number of the beast 666, associated with Nero in the original language, you can get to 666 or 667 depending on the translation. See, it's already super clear.
At least you can get pretty Nero.
Nice.
Well,
okay.
Mark Norman.
My question is why is everything based on
9/11?
well, United States? Like in general, wouldn't you think it have to do with like Middle East?
Do you need to ask that question?
Well,
And if they're forming numbers based on English words,
like I said, you think God didn't know that English was going to be created or the United States?
Well,
this
God-
was planned.
he did know.
This is planned.
you know what? I love this. This is like we're in Fox News where you're taking the other side.
Here we go.
which is about the Feast of Trumpets, because no man knows the day and the hour, because we're looking for the new moon. And that's when the Feast of Trumpets begins. That day and
Hold
hour
on.
knoweth no man.
What's the Feast of Trumpets? That sounds disgusting.
Well, it has Trump in the name, so it is.
Oh,
Sorry.
Feast of Trump. Yes.
This part is going over how no one will know, no man will
Right.
know, but basically,
But women know.
woman could know. So the new moon is the trigger.
Which is why Caroline Levitt is going to reveal it.
We just have a new moon.
So
We have a new moon.
We have a new moon.
I'm sorry, individual. We're making light of this, but I actually love this. I never stop loving this stuff. So what's the date they came with? What date is it right now?
What?
We're recording. It's September 9th.
Yeah, today's 9/9.
And somewhere between
9/9. Can you imagine if it was 2009
9
or
and 25.
1999.
or
So by the math, either it's somewhere between September 23rd and 22nd and 24th or 5th. So they're going with the 23rd as rapture date.
okay? So
23rd.
technically, they're not claiming a day or an hour. They have a little wiggle room.
They
so
do.
they're not violating that scripture,
Correct.
which is nice.
But as soon as there's a new moon, it doesn't matter because apparently that changes things. So even if you declare a day and time, the new moon wipes that out because it changes the
so
day.
we have to start the calculation over again.
Something like that.
Speaking of wiggle room, I heard you say something different, and it immediately made me think: is what black people give white people who try to be rappers and fail terribly? Do they give them wiggle room?
Let's go to our our white guy black correspondent, Dave Ritchie. Is this factually correct?
Is that how that works?
I think that might be how it works.
As long as you keep the R soft, I think it's correct.
Soft
Just-
R's.
They
They're our
give them
friends.
they give them a little wiggle room.
Maybe not even an R at all, just straight wigga.
That's what I said. Wiggle room.
Aren't those witches?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They're white
could-
male witches with dreadlocks and cornrows.
Wicca. That's what you're thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Everyone gets those two mixed up. Yeah.
I know, I do.
Especially on the street. They look the same.
That's my speech impediment. All right.
No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. The infamous Matthew 24, verse 36.
Infamous.
And this is 100% about the rapture. You know, some people out there are like, no, that's about, no, this is about the rapture. Now,
Because he said so.
Some people are like, no, it's about nothing, and he lists nothing. Most would say it's about the destruction of the temple that happened in AD 70, and it's very apocalyptic. I actually pulled up. It's a crazy apocalyptic imagery, and Daniel is mentioned in Matthew 24, and so that's why people connect these things, because Daniel is super apocalyptic with some of its prophetic stuff, but ultimately, I don't know.
Well, and you had
Do
a
your
point
math.
that you had mentioned earlier about the verses in the Bible.
Yeah, they use verses. No, has he
Oh,
done it?
yeah.
He hasn't done it yet,
Oh, right.
and maybe we won't get there, but he uses verses as part of his math equation, but there were no verses in the original text.
Oh, you think God didn't know there was going to be verses?
He knew.
watch this. It's 24,
It works.
36.
Keeps working.
Plus, what do we do here on this channel? It's about mirrors
It's
and
math.
reflections. So add this number to its reflection.
Why wouldn't you?
3, 4, 2. Are you ready for this? This is the rapture verse. It equals 8778.
Oh!
Which was 9/11.
Mike, drop. Wait, what was?
That was 9/11. The
That's
amount
how
of days that it's been since 9/11.
To the 20th.
To the 23rd or whatever.
Yeah, which makes sense. Why not just choose that arbitrarily?
Well, I will just submit 88 reasons the rapture will happen in 1988, and I will also submit the sequel, 89 reasons the rapture will happen in 1989 when 88 didn't happen.
I'm going to submit Jay-Z's 99 problems.
I love it. Numbers. You got an
And you're
album
one
with
of
numbers in it?
Yeah.
I will submit the Pumpkin Song 1979, which was the year after my birth, which is obvious how that ties into the rapture, right?
Yep. 3 doors down.
But, yeah.
The Four
We'll
Tops.
circle back. Maybe we won't be here. Actually, you guys will be gone. I'll still be here. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, well, left
I'll be
behind.
here repenting like crazy and gearing up for the tribulation.
Yeah. Yeah. You can borrow our trailer.
Yeah, they won't be needing it.
No.
And the other reason I think why the 23rd is a date, it's not in this video, it's another video that he sent over. There is supposedly going to be a peace treaty
Oh.
that is being signed, and one of the starts of, I guess you get raptured in his beliefs, you get raptured, but then the peace treaty starts the peace part, and that's when the Antichrist comes, starts all of his stuff. 3.5 years, 7 years total. And
Yeah,
then-
I believe that's in Daniel where there is like peace something, or maybe there's also Ezekiel. I can't remember. Like there's a couple different passages that they link together where there is like a peace treaty, but it's fake. And that's, yeah.
There's never been peace treaties before. This
Never,
is the
ever.
first one.
But yeah. Now,
So-
how much?
I mean, this is the deepest level of
we kind of grew
confirmation.
up in this.
Yeah, but this is the deepest level of confirmation bias.
But was there a time where you like were into it and like you
Well,
really believed it?
I don't know if I actually read the Left Behind series. They were at my house though, and they weren't frowned upon. Between that and like a Frank Peretti's This Present Darkness, that kind of stuff, which maybe that one I don't have a problem with. I've watched Constantine. But
love that movie.
This was never a theme in my household. Like I didn't grow up where it was, Jesus, Santa Claus. Better watch out. Better not cry. Tribulation is coming and you're gonna probably die.
Unless you believe in Jesus and get raptured.
But
Yeah.
in all actuality, let's say this is the truth.
Let's say it's somehow he's
I like
decoded.
this.
He's decoded all the numbers.
Decoded all the numbers. This is when it's happening.
Yeah.
And we find out, obviously.
Yeah.
And we'll find out if we're part of the gang or not.
Right.
I mean, I feel like I would know I would be part of it, but maybe not.
Yeah.
So in general, I'm like, whether this is right or not, I don't really care. So
Which part of it? Which part of your life leaves it open to maybe not?
I don't know. I guess
You're not actually saved. What is that?
I'm saved and I'm a believer. Therefore, the grain of
Yeah.
the mustard seed, right? I should be good. But if I'm left behind, then I got some explaining to do, I guess.
Some tribulations, maybe. Yeah.
But there are people that are gonna.
What does it say about like the definition of grace?
Well, that's why
If grace is real and it means something, then it seems like,
Maybe the Lord needs to leave some fighters behind, to protect the flock.
hey,
Because the bus
if I'm
is
getting
full.
left behind, I hope Dave's left behind. Otherwise, give me the combo to your gun safe
you can have
because
it.
I'm going to need that.
But there are people that
The combo
might-
is hidden
yeah.
somewhere in this message.
And the crazy thing is, this is my combo.
7, 8.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm blown away.
Start with 9/11, because of course.
But how many people are gonna see this and like go on spending sprees or whatever it is? Like
That has happened
like
historically.
shut down my, like blow all their money or get into big old debt, thinking they're not gonna be around or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like
Can't take it with you.
so.
Well, what was the I can't remember the name of the cult, but it was
Tail Bop.
basically where they all drank the Powerade. It wasn't Powerade. It didn't exist. It wasn't Kool-Aid either.
It wasn't
It
Kool-Aid.
was something aid. Kool-Aid got the bad rap.
Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson.
That's something like that. But anyways, a lot of them sold stuff. And a lot of these groups will sell stuff off, but it's like, you're going to be gone. Why are you selling anything? If you believe it, just go. Go in peace. And let's just assume the rapture is a thing that will happen for the sake of argument. Everyone's been wrong 100% of the time. It's a newer theology. Dispensationalism, I think, has its roots in like the 1830s or something.
It's been 8,000 days since 9/11.
Newer theology, and everyone's been wrong so far.
Yeah.
So just assume this one's wrong. What is it? How are you living like Christ? How are you treating people right now? If you're going to have escapist mentality, yes, it might cause you to evangelize more, but I'd prefer that you just live more like Jesus and let the rapture come when it may. And I'll be here to give you a hug after the 23rd or 24th or whatever, because if not, this will be an incredible timestamp.
Well, is there a version of this where the rapture happens, but people, like with the rapture, we don't know that people are raptured? Like, so the raptured people probably know, but the people that aren't raptured, will they know that people are missing? Or is it like, oh, it's now changed and they just didn't, lives are totally transformed and people don't know that they're missing people?
Like our memories are erased?
Well, I'm just asking the question.
This is a fun little
He's been
mind
watching
experiment.
Severance. That's why he said that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that could be true.
That's fun.
Is there any biblical backing to this?
No.
I don't believe there's biblical backing for the rapture
Any
at
of it.
all.
Oh.
So
Well, why don't you get into that?
there's a verse where it talks about being caught up to meet the Lord, but
That language is
you
not
read into,
modern day
right?
language.
yeah, there's also caught up to meet Caesar as he's returning in the cloud. There's images of that and references to that throughout antiquity, and I think the biblical writer is doing a similar thing where it's like we're meeting our King as he's returning. We're not going somewhere else, and so if anything,
Sure.
there's second coming, and resurrection, not rapture.
And
But
you can be caught up in lots of things. Tomfoolery, caught up in the moment.
Maybe it's all digital and you just caught up in the cloud.
Well, that's another big one, is the mark. The mark is apparently, the digital mark is a big deal.
Oh yeah, your barcode. That's I've heard people at our church talk about how they're not comfortable with us putting QR codes up to be able to sign up for things or learn.
We're not a heavy rapture. We're not a dispensationalist church. But
No.
obviously, being a centered set church, we're going to have some dispensational types peppered in.
Trickling in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe this is why we still need more volunteers.
Well, the first
can never get- they
trial
can-
run of implanted PayPal or whatever it is running. Pay by tapping your palm or fist or whatever it is.
I think a lot of this
I get that put on my balls.
stemmed,
You be teabagging to pay.
Hold on here.
but he's got to pull them out of the pouch because
Can you-
we are sponsored by.
Ball pouch. The best underwear for your
We are sponsored by thinking I think
I just imagine it was some sort of kangaroo metaphor for these ball pouch boxers.
dude, kangaroos are aliens.
They
I don't
are
care what
aliens.
anyone says. They're
They're
so weird.
ripped.
They're
alien.
ripped. They want to fight like a human. They want to fight like Conor McGregor.
I love those videos.
Oh,
Squaring
when
up.
dudes
squaring off.
squaring off against kangaroos.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The one where he's holding the dog.
Oh my
My
god.
brain
yeah.
almost-
yeah. It's got to hold that dog in like a headlock, right?
Yeah, it
But
goes up
then
and
it
punches.
drops.
kangaroo.
He sees the guy square up, and then he drops the dog. The kangaroo.
Yeah.
I'm gendering it a he, because only boys like to fight. I love how he just drops the dog and is like, "All right, let's fucking go."
And he's got veins.
Yeah.
He's all the
They're
kangaroo's all
ripped.
veiny.
My brain doesn't know what to do with it. It's like, this isn't real. And this was before AI could do this stuff.
But its face when that dude hits him right in the mouth is like, what the fuck?
How dare you?
Anyway, we can put a button on this, but I think growing up,
Was it important in your family?
the rapture, we were swimming in those waters. They were not emphasizing it's coming around the corner, but it was very much there, like Left Behind. I read multiple of those books, and I think it's just not just our family, but modern or like that era.
It was
And
hot. It was
even
hot
today-
for a minute.
You're just taught like chapters and verses. You're taught to memorize Bible verses, and there's sword drills where they name a verse. And you want to get there the quickest as a youth. Sword drills, Bible drills, like
That's
open the
not
Bible.
bad though. Why is that? How's that associated?
Well, it teaches kids that like it sort of builds in this thing where it's like, oh, this verse is just as important as that verse. And we memorize verses, and you memorize verses absent of context. And,
which isn't always bad.
not necessarily. I would say it's always bad. It's always bad when leaders and people in positions of authority use out of context stuff to further their ministry or control people, control behaviors, or
I'm
get
not
people
saying
to
that
do things.
I'm not saying you can't use. I'm not saying that can't be bad. It can be bad for sure. But
You're saying it's not
there
always
are
bad.
innocuous verses that taken out of context could still be valuable to you and good to memorize and like useful and helpful. So did you need to know exactly what David was going through when you remember a psalm and it encourages you in a moment? No, that's okay.
No.
You can take it out of context, and some of them can apply universally.
Yes,
They're not so specific.
but I think individual Bible memorization is overall it's probably
You don't think
gonna
that's
use
good?
if you're going to use it devotionally and contemplate stuff for your life, yes. But if you're going to like read a verse and like therefore that's what the author and God was speaking to you, it's like no, the author wrote a thing in a time with its own context, and that matters more than how you feel it matters to you today. Now, if it helps you become a better person and live more like Christ, that's why I'm a fan of the cruciform hermeneutic of like Brian Zond or Greg Boyd, where it's like interpret everything you see in the Bible through the lens of the death and resurrection of Jesus, which isn't perfect, but I think it's way better than just like, oh, I read this verse and therefore that means this to me. It's like, no, that meant something to them first before it gets to you. The Bible.
Yeah.
The thing that people say is like the Bible wasn't written to you, it was written for you, which I think is an improvement, but still it wasn't written for you. It was written in its time and place. And then you can still read it and meditate on it and pray over it and learn from it and have it apply to your life. Awesome. But it's not magic. Like it wasn't golden tablets written for you, the individual. And I think American Christianity oftentimes
There were 2 tablets.
emphasizes, I thought there were 3 and then one was dropped, according to Monty Python.
The 15, the 10.
I'm due to watch that movie again.
It's been a
while.
long time.
Did you know the Holy Grail isn't in the Bible? That's a weird thing.
Send it to Andrew Jones, though.
But it's like sort of legend. I mean, obviously Monty Python, but a lot of people think that there's like a one chalice that Jesus held.
Indiana Jones, yeah.
Yeah, that's just made up.
Heart of a penitent man. You chose poorly. I love that meme.
But he actually didn't.
No, well, he didn't, but the other guy did when he chose poorly. He selected the fancy one.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The king.
You got. I'm done shitting on that stuff.
I don't think there's a problem with memorizing. I think you don't. I don't think you have a problem with memorizing.
No.
I think what I interpret you saying is, if you're trying to stack a deck in the favor of whatever your current opinion or argument is, and you just happen to have chambered verses that support that if taken out of context, then that's like a misuse
Yeah.
of memorization.
And especially when it's in the context of building a ministry or benefiting monetarily from people in your ministry, and you're using said verses out of context. I got big problems.
That's less about memorization, more just about, hey, read the Bible the right way.
On the dot.
There's our cue.
On the dot.
Dave just played us off. All right. What's next?
I'm going to shift to the Trumer Pilsner right now from Berkeley, California. What do we have before we had the Kolsch from local brewery Docent?
Docent, San Juan Capistrano Public House, Docent Brewing.
Docent's great. If you're in Southern California, I don't know if you can get it outside of around here. Can you? They have distribution?
It's in stores. No, it's in stores around here, but not widely distributed. But this is the Monger's Choice Kolsch.
If you're in Orange County, come to Docent. And by the way, just message
Ping
us.
us.
Yeah. Ping us on any of the
done that
socials.
before.
We've met up with fans, and we'll do it with you.
We met up with a non-binary individual. Jeff and I did.
I wasn't there. I
Yeah,
missed that
you
one.
couldn't make it.
I think I was traveling.
We've met up with a couple people.
We met up with that other dude who was very what's the word I'm looking for?
He was
Reformist.
Yes, and you know what? He actually recently messaged us. Sorry if you're listening, individual. I'll get back to you. He wants to come on the podcast to talk about something, but
The Rapture,
I'm sorry,
too
I'm
late.
busy. Not the Rapture.
Okay. Well,
All right.
what happened in Charlotte? I don't know. I didn't watch the news today. I was working. You said something
Couple
about this
days
earlier.
ago?
Or a
Dave,
couple days
do you
ago?
know?
Yeah.
What happened?
On a train.
Someone, lady was sitting there and someone just basically stabbed her and no one really knew what happened, but then they found her.
There's
dead.
video, and
Yeah. So
I saw it.
I know, I
Unfortunately,
think she was a Ukrainian immigrant,
yes.
and I think they're portraying the stabber as an illegal, I think. I don't quote me on that.
I'm seeing less of that.
Yeah.
We're already probably over our skis, but it's such a hot story, and
It was in North Carolina, right? Yeah.
how whether or not we're not going to totally break it down now, but the thing that I'm seeing, like the Charlie Kirks and everybody, is basically doing the other side, like Black Lives Matter in 2020 and 2025. I'm seeing people posting about, and this is going to be White Lives Matter, and seeing people with large followings tweet as such. Do you have X on that?
Oh, I know why. I know why this is a big deal. I don't have X right now. I know why this is
Or
a
you
big
go
deal.
to X.com. There's a guy
I get it. It's because she's beautiful.
we love. You know what sucks is we love it when hot blondes die.
Yeah. No, this is. I'm not trying, listener. I'm not trying to be crass.
Yeah.
This is just a thing.
Yeah.
So when beautiful people are attacked, it generates more
headlines.
news stories, more headlines.
And so there's a lot of like.
I mean, she's like model pretty though.
She might have been a model.
I
That's
saw the video happen so fast. He's behind her on the train, and
I don't want to see
it's
it.
not super graphic because he moves so quickly, and then she's like almost like in shock, and she looks up and like cowers.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
And the thing is also, there's multiple people on the bus around her that do nothing. Several minutes later, someone from
Do they not realize what happened?
No, I said the bus. It's train.
Train.
Yeah.
They
Subway.
didn't realize.
Subway.
They didn't
I don't
realize
know if-
originally what happened. I don't think.
But there was a lot of people not doing anything, and so there's conservative commentators like, oh, the black lady would have helped her if she was a black individual and was hurt by a white. There's a lot of this racial dynamics that are coming to play. CNN's like, because Charlie Kirk said that if it was flipped. Or no, Charlie Kirk said he killed her because she was white, and then like they have no evidence for that. CNN was coming out against it, but now apparently audio from part of the tape got leaked where he said, "I got that white girl," or "I got a white girl." I don't know what to make of it, but I know it's being used to divide and poison you against people. I'm seeing large platforms talk about this is your new normal, and if one of you guys can look up Wilfred Riley on X.
Okay.
even if we don't get to this, because we didn't plan on this, we're just winging it, and that's okay. It's our podcast.
Yeah, we'll do what we want.
He was talking about like the percentage of like how safe it is to ride the train. And he's like, this is not the new normal. It's a thing that happened,
Right.
and people are using it to their benefit for clicks and whatnot. And I just think people want us fighting with each other, so we're not paying attention to the real problems. This is a problem. It's a problem that this guy was apparently let out of jail a few months ago because he's a repeat offender of apparently child abuse.
I think there might be a mental illness like
Maybe.
spin on it too.
Which would
Like he's been diagnosed and like why is he out?
Wilfred or Wilford? Wilfred?
Riley, that guy.
No, that guy. Will the Beast 360? That's his handle.
That's the picture, I think. That's the picture.
All right, Will the Beast. Hold on.
He's a cultural commentator. I think he's a
It
professor.
says he's a Karen appreciator.
I hope it's the right
Karen
guy.
appreciator?
But he does talk about train stuff, and he comments on race related things. I think he's half black. I think he skews conservative, but he seems to be a relatively rational voice in the wilderness oftentimes when people are freaking out on either side. But
Oh, he has a book out called Lies My Liberal Teacher Told Me. We're not even getting paid to say that.
yeah. Anyway, Dave, you know a little bit about this. What do you?
I don't. I basically told you everything I know.
Yeah, it's.
I just hear it on the news.
It's the new. Andy's not wrong. We love a good
Rarely
missing blonde girl story or
Yeah.
Yeah.
a terrible tragedy involving a pretty blonde girl. That's been around from time immemorial. But I do notice people on the right are using same tactics that a lot of the extreme side of Black Lives Matter in 2020 around the George Floyd stuff were using for their ends. And I don't see how it's going to make the world a better place if we're going to use race essentialism and make race the thing. It's just going to poison people against each other. And that doesn't help anybody long term.
Yeah, because statistically, a lot of this stuff happens all the time. But it's like, why does this one story make it?
Because it will catch people's attention when they see her picture.
Yes.
And
That's why.
it can be the new thing for us to fight about. I mean, just never mind the list.
There won't be
There's no Epstein list.
Yeah. Forget about that.
Happy birthday.
No, that's why, and they probably have plenty of data to show this. So it's not like they're trying to be, well, they are trying to be manipulative, but it's not like they invented this. They probably just look back and they're just like, wait, why did all of these stories, why did all of these shows get so much attention? Oh, wait a minute, hold on just a second. Look at all the thumbnails. Yeah, it's all beautiful people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't care.
It's not that sophisticated.
We don't care when ugly people.
Because we don't read.
It happens every day, like you said, Dave.
People don't read. There's too much information that we're inundated by, so we skim. We skim everything.
Yep.
And so we'll see, what's that beautiful person? What happened to them? Oh, I'll pay attention to that. That's just the way it works. We're not sophisticated people.
And there is a real problem with law enforcement. There's a lot of catch and release stuff going on. And I don't know what to make of it. I don't have an answer. I just wish the knee-jerk reaction isn't, oh, CNN's got to defend this guy, sort of, because it doesn't fit the narrative they want to push, and then vice versa. We all look for the thing that's going to reinforce what we already believe, and we ignore all of the times where it's like white on white crime. Like it's you could find every example for that, but it just doesn't get pushed. Do you see any tweets related to?
I don't know. I got so far back. One of the things that he said was, "Cough. Black Lives Matter was given $11 billion, and no one knows where it is." Cough. I went too far back though. I'm not seeing anything obvious.
Yeah, he definitely skews conservative, but he talked. He actually had a
He
stat.
seems like he's bouncing around.
he had a stat about, he's not like a culture warrior though. That's what I like about him. He's not a like, hey, I'm on this team, therefore I will only present this data. He seems like an actual data-driven guy, and he talked about how safe it is to ride trains and how this is not a normal thing. This is not the new normal. It's a terrible event.
He did respond to this. Who is a good example of a stupid person's idea of a smart person? He replied, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I've heard people.
I love that.
I've heard people make a similar case for Jordan Peterson, and I think there's a version of that where you can make that case.
Yeah, when? Which one?
I know. Jordan doesn't feel like he's very
early
well
Jordan.
right now.
There's early Jordan and there's current Jordan.
Yeah. Bring the early Jordan back.
I don't know, man. I'm not seeing very much here.
That's all right. Whatever. Anyways, just imagine if people posted posted a, hey, planes crashing. This is the new normal of plane travel. And for a while they were. The DEI thing was in the news because there multiple plane incidents, some crashes, some just incidents, close calls. And then you'd find out a woman was the pilot, or a woman was on the crew, or somebody in air traffic control was a DEI hire. It becomes the new political football. And yet the stats haven't changed. You're safer flying a plane. You're not less safe now flying a plane than you were 5 or 10 years ago. It's just what gets presented to you is the thing. And so it's amplified, and that's what they want you to believe, or it's what on the forefront of the cultural milieu. And if you're not careful, it's like it becomes the new lens you look through, even though it's still way more dangerous to drive your car than it is to get on a plane.
Yeah, especially if you're riding with me. Heyo,
Porsche. Anyways,
I'm checking, by the way, if there's more airplane incidents.
Tragedy to be sure, and it's heartbreaking that the guy was apparently in and out, and maybe it was like mental health and like, oh, he's checking the right boxes, we're going to release him.
Maybe it was mental health. No, he was probably fine.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, maybe it was like, hey, you're on your medication now, we're going to cut you loose. I don't know. But he was detained before multiple times. I think there's something about child abuse or something in his past too. We don't know all the details, which is why we're talking about this.
What is that? Well, what is that? Yeah. What does that matter?
Well, it matters in that he probably shouldn't have been out in the wild to do this. So,
yeah. I mean, this is related to every gun control argument, which is, and I think there's a connection to homelessness as well. It's like we don't have a homelessness problem. We don't have a gun control problem. We have a mental health problem. Like, there's how many millions of people who own weapons who do actively choose to not go out and shoot people every single day. Yeah, I'll just stop.
Yeah. Well, I might push back a little bit, and we don't have to do a back and forth unless you see it fit. But
by the way, plane crashes are not increasing. It just seems that way.
Yes, that's what's been reported, and that's what I did a poor job of presenting.
I just validated your point.
We might have a gun problem in that there's so many guns in America, and the fascination and the Second Amendment. And I'm a gun owner myself.
Yeah, be careful.
Dave owns all of the guns.
He owns most of the guns in America.
But the Second Amendment is kind of, it might as well be in the Bible to a lot of Americans. And I think that's a problem.
Wait, it's not?
It might be an idol, Dave. It might be an idol to you.
Start with 9/11.
Hence why I will not be in the rapture,
obviously.
I guess.
And 9mm. Right.
Yeah. 9. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you own 11, 1911.
Yep.
That's
wow.
19
Dude.
times 11.
It is all connected.
No one knows what 19 times 11 is.
I would never advocate for the government to take people's guns. I don't think that's possible. I think it's a recipe for like a civil war for sure.
Feel free to tell me I'm wrong. I just can't. No one comes to mind who has been a huge Second Amendment advocate who's also then subsequently been shooting up places and assassinating
No one
people.
healthy. Not
even healthy or not. Like can you think of someone in recent memory who's been like, oh yeah, we went and checked and they were espousing lots of Second Amendment rights in their socials?
That's less my point. My point is there are just so many guns everywhere that it's easy for people that most people would agree probably shouldn't have a gun, couldn't get a gun in this country more so than other countries. Now, I don't think the government can actually, if people want to get a gun, they're going to get a gun.
Yeah.
And definitionally, people that are going to follow the law aren't the problem.
Sure.
So I agree with you in that. I'm just saying the cat's out of the bag. It's not coming back. The toothpaste is out of the tube. There's so many guns. The idea of
The fridge is closed.
the Jello is jiggling.
Eggs are cold. The butter's getting hard. And the Jello's jiggling.
Oh,
Chick Hearn,
Chick
everybody.
Hearn. Rest in power, Chick.
Rest in power. That's
your new saying?
second time you said
I didn't
that
write
tonight.
that. I think it's when a cool black person dies, people say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
What did they say for
Chick
an
Hearn was the
uncool?
coolest black person.
He was the coolest. He's grafted in to that black tree.
I feel like everyone gives him a pass.
Yeah.
He's got some
Dude, him and Kobe.
wiggle room for sure.
I bet he has cornrows in heaven. I want to somebody
Hearn.
AI that Chick Hearn with cornrows playing basketball with Kobe. Or no, he's announcing while Kobe's like draining threes.
And he's just saying, Kobe. Oh man.
I'd buy that shirt.
Oh, what a great
I would
guy.
buy that shirt. That's a good one.
TM.
Maybe we should make that.
Okay. We can
Okay.
AI that. It's doable. Are you guys worried about AI at all? And does it have any infringement on your religious beliefs?
It's the mark of Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
mark
just
of
had one of his
Mr. Beast.
bars.
Do you think someone works for Mr. Beast whose name is Mark and he calls himself that?
Mark.
I'm the mark of Mr. Beast.
I hope so.
It's on his name tag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. AI. I don't know.
What if Mr. Beast was illiterate and lived in the 1800s and then and he had to sign over the deed to his land, and they're like, make your mark here. He went and did it, and they're like, good, now we got the mark of Mr. Beast.
That was a long journey. I'm like, oh, what's Andy doing right now?
That's not the right name though.
What is the right name?
The
There.
of the Beast.
Now you got the mark of the Mr. Beast.
First name the.
The mark of the Mr. the Beast. Is that it?
No, Mister. No,
Oh,
Mister.
shoot. Okay. The mark of Mrs. the Beast.
No misses.
Oh, damn it. Shoot.
Non-binary.
That is great.
Mark Beast. That's his first name, actually.
Yeah, Mark Beast.
Yeah.
Middle name the.
Do you think anyone's named their kid that, by the way?
Mark Beast.
Mark Beast.
Yeah, like their last name is Beast.
Probably.
First name was Mark.
I don't know. Some of those football players.
Yeah.
Have you seen those names?
Le Carpatron Duke Marriott, Alabama State.
Oh my
University.
gosh. I just saw a name. It'll come to me later.
General. What's his name?
There's a pro player. Maybe he's college. I don't know. I saw it on the bottom scroll and it was, I don't know, might as well been Jelly Bean. It was something like that. It was something ridiculous where it's
Jeff
like,
Smith,
all right.
Utah.
He's old. He's young enough to where the parents saw Key and Peele.
Oh,
And
really?
well, I don't know. I'm wondering. It's like, when did Key and
Dang.
Peele come out to where the parents are like, you know what might be fun? We're going to make a little baller.
We like football.
We'll name him. Yes.
Yeah.
AI, no.
Oh,
I'm not worried.
General Booty.
General Booty?
Redshirt sophomore.
That's not the one I'm thinking of. Keep looking up. Keep Googling.
General Booty.
Oh, he's white.
He's a white guy.
Oh, and it's spelled just like you think it is. General Booty looks like a cross between John Krasinski from The Office and who else? John Cena. Current John Cena.
There might be a little Manning in there.
Oh no, Troy Aikman.
Oh, there you go.
Troy-
Troy
Yeah,
I see
Aikman
Troy.
and John Krasinski.
He's got those thick Troy Aikman lips.
By the way, did you know that that's a secret disease that I have that like
Yo, I have this right
I
here if
connect
you want to
people's
hear it.
faces with who their doppelganger is?
That's good.
Someday, if
I can play it right now.
What?
what are you playing? All right, this is General.
Names of some of the college players. These are all real, all of them. We'll start off with Nitro Tuggle. Pretty great.
Nitro
Great
Tuggle.
name. Cody Stufflebean.
Stufflebean.
Turbo Richard.
Love that.
Memorable
Turbo
factor.
Dick.
Indiana Jones. Yes.
Hell yeah.
The Realist Clark.
The realist.
Mobility.
Mobility.
An amazing name. Rocky Beers. Grant Bierman. Legend Journey. Deuce Knight. Squirrel White. Squirrel White. Yeah. Squirrel. Is that Squirrel's real
Squirrel
name?
White is black.
King Large. Dude Person. Pretty good.
Dude
Person's
Person.
awesome. University of Central Arkansas. Jaden Muskrat.
It's fine.
Panda Askew. It's pretty good. Yeah. Hans Hammer. Hans Hammer's pretty great.
It could be anything, Hammer.
He looks like an 8-year-old boy.
Is that Hans or is that Haney's? It's even better if it's Haney's.
Maybe he's named after his underwear and he could be Haynes Hammer.
Haynes Hammer. You do not want to be known as Haynes Hammer. Real
Or
name.
maybe you do want to be known as Haynes Hammer.
So none of those have the name of the person I'm thinking. He
Ugh.
might be in the pros. It was like Jelly Bean Sour Patch Kid or
Right.
something. Not true. AI, no. I'm not worried about it. And I will say, could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I might be wrong.
I had a conversation with someone the other day who was worried about it. It was at my orthodontist.
Wait, hold on a second. Let
Yeah.
me say real quick. I think my disposition generally goes to new technology where there's a lot of unknowns. People freak out and think it's the end of the world. This has existed since the invention of writing. And when you know a little bit of that history, it takes the edge off of some of that stuff. I know this is different and it's new, but that's also how everyone felt in the past. So I confess, I skew towards
Yeah.
we're going to figure out a way how to balance this out. We're going to evolve to catch up. And it's not actual generalized intelligence. It's just really good programs. It's not creating anything new. They don't have any creativity on their own. Now,
No.
break my brain.
Not exactly. Not exactly. Yes, there's not artificial general intelligence yet. That doesn't exist. I'll break your brain in a second. There was a lady at my orthodontist who was, she was worried a little bit, and she was asking me about it because she's like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I work at Google." And she goes, "Oh, what do you do?" And I
That's
said,
where the Antichrist is from.
I've been looking at what you've been searching and I'm disappointed in you. I said, I work on building AI tools. And she kind of like stiffened up a little bit. And she was like, "Oh, well, what do you think about that?" And I said, well, she was like, maybe there was a couple other comments of like, is AI taking over? Is the general like direction that she was aiming by what she said. And I said, no, I don't think it's taking over. I think just like when cars were invented and now people who were in the horse industry had to figure out, well, what else am I going to do? And they did. They figured out something else to do. It's the same sort of thing. I think we're probably closer to 10 years out from what people are really freaking out about. So just wait for 10 years. Then you can freak out.
We won't be here.
No, we won't. We won't be here in 2 weeks.
Nice callback, Dave.
Yeah. We've got 2 weeks, guys.
Yep.
So
Countdown.
cancel the job, Dave, on our bathrooms.
I've already quit.
Thank you. Listener, Dave and his fantastic construction company is going to be renovating, completely remodeling our bathrooms, so I can finally take a shit in peace.
Because right now he does it outside.
Publicly.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
in the backyard. Actually, it's in his neighbor's yard. It's weird.
in my
It's a
neighbor's
weird
yard.
setup.
Yeah, we cut a hole in the fence. I just lean up against that. I'm done. I'm sorry. Listener, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Are you?
Yeah, not really. That visual will stay with you forever. I don't think it bothers me either, but there are people who have been worried about AI and connected it to Mark of the Beast type of things, connected to end of the world, that this is a sign of things that are to come. And even like there are folks that are using AI to do some like big biblical research and stuff like that too. And there's I've heard stories of people saying that there is a spiritual undertone, and I'm sorry because I'm doing the thing that I hate, which is like I've heard some people have said, some say,
That's right.
yeah, who are they? But
The listener is just in a real world conversation. We're
I know.
not a research team. We're just
no, I know. But usually I like to try to remember where I heard this from, but I can't remember things these days. So the general idea was that there's a spiritual undertone to the AI evolution that's happening right now, and that it is intentionally guiding, directing. I think you could probably rewind maybe like 10 years, and there may have been something similar to that, to like search algorithms that was communicated. But have you guys heard any of that like the spiritual connections to AI?
I have not heard that, but I did hear one of the billionaires, was it Peter Thiel? Who is it? Is talking about the Antichrist. He's doing speeches on the Antichrist.
Oh.
One of the well-known, Google it. Producer Dave, do your producer thing.
Peter Thiel, Thiel.
Or just tech billionaire Antichrist speech. It might not be Thiel, but it is wild that there is like a Christian revival going on, and I don't know if it's good. I think it's mostly good. If it causes people to live like Jesus, I think it's good. But
Well, if it doesn't,
there's a lot
if
of
it doesn't, is it a?
there's a lot of high profile conversions going on. People are going back to church. Young men are going back to church. I don't think any of that's bad.
He did a 4-part lecture series.
Is it Teal?
I looked that up.
Yes.
Yes, Peter Thiel is delivering 4 private sold-out lectures at a club in San Francisco about the Antichrist. He's gay, right?
I believe he is. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But
I was talking about the Antichrist. The Antichrist is gay. Well, what did you think?
well, both.
Oh.
He is.
All of it.
Peter Thiel's the Antichrist?
No, Antichrist is lover of men.
I love men. Flip it. Send it out.
It's out there.
I love you, man. Hey, but there's a market for conversion, and there's a market for Christianity. There's a market in a way that is wild. And when you have tech billionaires, and yeah, just I guess I don't have a problem with him being gay or anyone being gay, but gay tech billionaires giving speeches on the Antichrist, I feel like he is tapping into a market, and it's hard for me to think it's genuine. And it's also based on shitty theology, in my opinion.
What, has there been anything from him prior to this?
No, not
like,
that I
this
know.
just out of the blue.
No,
It's
no.
like Peter Thiel was a closet Christian.
But I think he knows. I don't think so. I think he knows that. Well, this
no
is
pun intended.
right off its.
It's the only thing in the closet still.
His Christianity.
Yeah.
Because his gayness is everywhere. It's hard for me to believe it's genuine. I think maybe it has to do with you're talking about. You asked us, have you heard any about the spiritual aspects, the way people are thinking spiritually about AI?
Yeah.
And I think he knows there's these misgivings. Peter Thiel is an AI guy.
Yeah. Well, he's a tech guy in general. So yes. But
And so I wonder, and I need to look at these lectures now. I don't want to pay for that shit, but I wonder if part of the lecture is like, yes, the Antichrist is real, but don't worry, it's not AI. You guys have nothing to worry about. It has nothing to do with the billions I'm going to make off this stuff.
Because it's me.
Yeah, let me get ahead of this thing kind of situation.
I think so.
I could
That
buy
would be my loose theory for now.
So,
Well, there's something going around with Bill Gates and what he wants everyone to be doing or using with AI and digital marks and stuff. I don't remember. I should have brought it up. I don't remember the details, but I remember hearing him being thrown in the arena with that. Like by a certain
Sounds right.
By a certain year, he wants everyone to be
vaccinated and to sell him all their
well, that's the whole other thing. The
land.
RNA, DNA stuff is a big deal for people.
Well, he's got to be thrown in the arena before he's thrown in the lake of fire. Okay.
Without judgment. So I went to Silicon Valley last week to go do some presentations, and one
without judgment meaning don't judge you for that.
Yet.
Don't yet.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah. I went to Silicon Valley. I was doing some presentations and some reviews and stuff up at the mothership. And the day before, I was supposed to go in and do like tech rehearsals. So that's basically where they come in. They have you like check mics and stuff like that. And I was demoing a new product. And so we were testing all that stuff out to make sure it worked. And, you always cross your fingers and hope that the demo gods are smiling on you favorably the day that you're doing this live demo in front of like a worldwide audience. It mostly worked, by the way. Live.
That's a win.
But yeah, it actually broke at one point in time, and I realized that it broke, and I like just kept kind of smoothly, casually like sliding it through. Oh, anyway, like re-inputting things so that it worked live. However, the point I'm trying to make is I walk in the morning to do this like tech dry run, and as I show up into the presentation room, the conference room, it's set up really weird, and there's like a photographer with a whole backdrop set up, and he's taking photos, lighting and everything. And I'm like, oh, they're taking photos of us? They didn't tell us about that. Okay, that's weird. And then to my left, there are two people doing hair and makeup, a woman and a man. And then there are two people sitting there, and at first glance, it looks like two ladies. And then I went and just sat down and waited, and I messaged the guy that I was supposed to meet. I'm like, hey, I'm here. And he goes, oh, sorry, I'm running 5 minutes late. And as I'm sitting there, I'm just like kind of listening. And I know this is a shocker. The guy who was doing the makeup, who was applying the makeup and doing the hair, was gay. Extremely, like flamboyantly, cartoon level gay. He was doing the hair and makeup.
Like 80s movie gay. When there's an 80s character, you couldn't just have a normal gay person like now.
Like
you had to like blow it up.
I've had multiple friends over the years. The Queer Eye guys would be like, that guy is gay. Yeah. It was, I've had multiple friends over the years that like kind of like they range across the spectrum of their flamboyance is probably the better way to say it. He was so over the top, it was like a cartoon. And then all of a sudden, like my eyes focused and I realized, oh, he's doing the hair and makeup of a trans woman. And I just started listening a little bit. I'm like, this is really interesting. And the trans woman looked uncomfortable and sounded uncomfortable with how gay this guy was, because he was asking the trans women these questions about their hair and their makeup and all this kind of stuff. And the trans woman was like, I don't know. I just kind of like do this stuff. And the guy was like, well, should we put some mascara on there? And just, what do you typically do in the mornings? And he was, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit amusing to just see that this guy was so gay that even the trans woman was like, damn, you're gay, dude. I felt like I was sitting in on a movie or a sitcom or something. It was amazing. But to see
you're like, I'm punked.
That dynamic.
Where are the cameras?
Yeah, where are the cameras?
Yeah, that dynamic was something else.
So why would we judge you?
What?
I don't know.
Just because Andy's just generally judgeable, I think.
I'm just sharing the observation, like without judgment. Here's the observation. Here's what I saw. I thought it was funny because I saw two people that you would think would be more copacetic, and maybe it just speaks to the idea that when people say like the LGBTQ plus a few other things, community, that like maybe it is not as much of a community as people are implying.
It's a mistake.
Right.
It's a mistake.
Just clubbing a bunch of people together.
Yeah.
They're different.
That's what
and that's
X,
good. It's good to be different.
It is good. X and all of the, wherever you're seeing your caricatures of people, people talk about the left and the right and the radical left and the MAGA and everything. It's like on an individual basis, there's going to be variance. Like maybe the first harbinger of this was Bruce Jenner, super athlete, decathlon gold medal winner, becomes Caitlyn Jenner, and still a Republican, which breaks some people's brains, and comes out against gay marriage. And the quote was like, "I'm a traditional gal." I don't know what to make of it, but it's like every individual is going to have they don't fit in all the type boxes we want.
I feel like he didn't used to talk like that.
So now I'm sort of doing the hey, yeah, baby, Kyle Dunnigan.
But I don't feel like it's not that far off.
No.
And it's a little bit of a caricature, but it's not that far off. And I feel like I don't ever remember him talking like that until he went full trans.
Yeah. But at the same time, she's a traditional gal. Like, it's just, fine. Everyone is in the image of God, and I know it's confusing sometimes, but there are no categories. You can't put everyone in one single box. And we know that because we're really good friends with Jeff, and we. Do you think
everyone's always in the image of God, or do you think we all started out in the image of God?
Oh, you don't lose the image.
No, you don't think so?
No, the image is broad.
What do you think that means then? Maybe we should go.
It means you're human. You're human, and doesn't mean every.
That is broad.
Every
right. So God is a human.
Manifestation.
You heard it here first, folks. God is a human.
Yeah. Well, allegedly, if you believe Jesus is God,
he's half a human,
and we're all little Jesuses, according to most of our theologies. And I'm agnostic about some of that stuff, but I like the idea of like acting like a Jesus.
Oh man.
But
I thought Peter Thiel actually went on Rogan to talk about the Antichrist. He didn't, but Rogan talked about it with Tim Dillon. Now I'm going to go see that episode. Tim Dillon is fun.
That's a great episode.
Yeah.
Tim Dillon is another person that's genre bending.
Yeah.
Category busting, a large man that claims he's gay. It's funny. They joke about people, his comedian friends don't think he's actually gay, but that's his personal. Anyways, but as far as I know, he's gay. He's fun though.
Loosely related to Palantir, have you heard of Anduril? Anduril, the defense contractor?
I was going to say, if it's a drug, can you find
Adderall?
Palmer Luckey invented Oculus, sold it to Facebook, and then
Can we admit he barely invented it? Like he got a little lucky.
And he had to, as part of the sale, come over as CEO and like maintain the position for a few years. And then the word on the street is that his conservative politics were at such odds with Facebook and Meta and the general Bay Area liberalism that he pulled himself out as soon as he could. And then he started Anduril Industries, which is a defense contractor, and they make drones and autonomous subs, and there's a lot of stuff. They build war machines. I had a friend who was at Google, and he moved over there recently, and I got to go visit. And it is a fortress. Like you were going into a fortress, and there are multiple heavily armed guards with multiple weapons on them. Wow. And the security like clearance levels that I had to go through to actually just even visit him was pretty wild. This is in Costa Mesa. It's
Listener,
off of Harbor.
that's like 20 minutes away
And-
from us.
And it felt crazy and weird. But then I got to go walk through the whole place and see all these delightful war machines that were all
and what's
over the
their
place.
stock ticker?
It's probably doing pretty good. Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
You want to make money
It's-
off of blood, Dave?
It's gun with two
Honestly,
ends.
Dave.
Somebody's going to make money.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other things to make money off of,
That
Dave.
is true. That is true.
It was surreal though. And I remember talking to my buddy. So he's Catholic.
Like Ripple, XRP. Everybody should buy into XRP.
He's Catholic. And I remember talking to him before he took the role. And there was some level of like moral and religious reconciliation that he had to do internally before taking the role to figure out like, hey, am I okay that I'm going to be building machines that are designed to kill people?
No, they're designed to keep the peace.
That's what I
Yes.
said.
It's not the Department of War like it used to be. It's the Department of Defense. Yeah. Well, it turns out how many commas are in my paycheck? Oh, it turns out this Bible verse here,
Yeah.
Says-
we can all find ways.
I don't know.
I try.
I haven't got to talk to him deeply
I'm being
yet.
snarky. I'm being snarky.
I don't know. I haven't unpacked it with him yet to see what was the process for him. I at least appreciate that he did, like he said, he took the time to like think about this and pray about this, and it wasn't a flippant choice, and that eventually he was able to come to that place. Do you guys think that that's something that you would do? Like if you were in the situation where you're offered a role there and it's a good job and it pays well and it would help your family.
The answer is no, but how well does it pay?
Does that matter? Is there a point where you changes your mind?
Can you be bought?
Everyone can be bought.
Okay. Is there two commas?
I'll never be involved with aiding and abetting war, but 2 commas is pretty good.
You'd have to think on that.
No. You know what's funny? I don't know. I honestly can't know. It's like if this podcast got big enough to where people were coming off after us for ads,
Yeah.
like products we would never use. It's like, but you're gonna
Like
pay
Blue
us
Chew, for example.
How much? Oh well, that's an easy one. There's like our demographic is people that might benefit from Blue Chew. Yes, I will do that. But
Those ads for a Kill Tony, by the way.
yeah.
Do you want to enter the room dick first?
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
And then go to jail
Yeah.
because you're in church.
One room I do for sure. There's other rooms I definitely.
Which
room?
room? Point of clarification?
Can I select the room?
No,
There's some rooms I really don't want to.
I don't know. Like I confess, I'll be a hypocrite at any point. You know,
Would you?
I've got ideals, but you never know. I mean, it's like with this guy. Like I've got the guy that killed the woman on the train. You know, I've got things I think maybe should happen, but I don't know if they're the right answer in terms of like locking people up. I'm against the death penalty, but you know, that's its own conversation and complication. You know, if somebody comes into my house on the rare occasion in the era we are in, I'm not worried about it. But if it happened, if necessary, I will do something I would never want to do, which is take a life. But if they're in there, I would like to think ideally I would resolve it peacefully. You can't make those decisions in split second necessarily. It's instinct. So
Sure.
I have an ideal for things and expand that to a job. I have an ideal, but if it's like, yeah, I'm taking care of my family, maybe I'm in a division of this company where it's like, I'm not directly related to the things that are going to take lives, but I'm helping with the technology and you can justify it, that defense and all that stuff. I don't know. I struggle with that. I am from a long line, which will surprise nobody hearing this. If you know, I'm a peacemaker on the Enneagram. Both my dad,
Any old Graham.
my dad during Vietnam, I don't know if he was technically a conscientious objector. That was a good old fashioned, by the way, if you can't tell by my voice. But he was a dentist and he went overseas, but he didn't fight in Vietnam, but he was doing dentistry. Both my grandfathers served in World War II, both as conscientious objectors, which I didn't know until later in life, where they're like, I'm not going to fire a weapon against anybody, but I will serve in the war effort. So they did their various things, which is, it's kind of a fun little, it's a fun little fun fact. It's a fun fact to me. Like, oh.
Does that make you feel better about what they did?
No, but it explains some things like, oh, there's like, maybe there is some genetic disposition in the line of like, no, there's gotta be a better way, or I don't want to directly contribute to I realize this is a shitty situation and I want to help my people, but I don't want to help in a way that kills people. Turns out a lot of people on the front lines were firing over the heads of the enemy in both directions. Like, that's a documented thing where it's
really
so. Yes,
They didn't want to.
it's wild.
People.
Like, people on the front lines didn't want to kill people, and so there's a lot of rounds expended of like, I'm doing my job. You can see I'm shooting, but it's like,
That's heartbreaking.
I know, but it makes sense.
Not that I want them to kill them, but like just imagining the place that people are in that they're doing that.
I don't want to fucking kill a guy. He's got a family. You know, he's got a family, and that's why some of this, the indirect combat that most of war is done now, where you're not like on the ground, some of it's worse because you're surveilling a guy that is a bad guy that's a terrorist, but you see him interacting with his family and stuff, and you're like surveilling him, and eventually you see him when he goes to a place where you can take him out. It's gonna fuck with your head when you do that. Actually, there's been some people that have gone to our church that have talked about that a couple years ago. I see her face every once in a while. I don't remember her name, but she mentioned having trauma and PTSD from like being the person that would see the stuff and then like
press the button,
do the strike.
Ooh.
and you like watch it happen.
Oof.
So
and they're thousands of miles away.
It's fucked up. And I'm going to solve it by getting another beer. I don't know.
That stone, I think, is open.
No, it's done.
Oh, you did that one
I
too?
thought that was a Pilsner.
Oops.
And I pounded it like a Pilsner. Turns out it was a double IPA. I thought it tasted really good.
That's what did it.
Happy endings.
It's a good way to end.
We should probably end this.
Next week.
Andy, end it happily. Save us.
Well, I'll end it happily with this. We leave on Thursday to go see our oldest in Waco, Texas at Baylor University. And that's going to be
I think that's the site of the second coming.
It's definitely a site of a
Something.
cult being burned down by the FBI. That's for sure.
David Koresh.
Timely reference.
Yeah, the Branch Davidians. Yeah, that'll be good. And she's been a little bit homesick lately, and obviously we miss her. She's been out there maybe a month. But this year, her leaving was easier. Well, maybe it was just easier for me because Lindsay flew out with her and moved her into her new apartment and then had to leave. So maybe there's some extra there.
Second year too.
Second year is easier for sure. But man, guys, pray for me because it is like mid-90s with mid-90s humidity out there.
It's going to be wet all the time.
Just soaking wet, and there's no way to get out of it. And we're going to a football game, which is super fun. I mean, because it's Texas football, which is the best of all, like the experiences. But it's an 11 a.m. game, which means we're going to be right in it.
Yep.
Bring your towel.
Well, put your balls in that pouch.
Yeah, the kangaroo pouch.
Oh, yeah.
Code, yeah. God, what is the biggest brand? It's not MeUndies is one. I think they make the pouch now. What's the real one? Anyways, promo code bros. Sheath underwear, promo code bros, which doesn't exist, but you should do it.
Just see what happens.
Get some.
Just give it a try.
Maybe it exists. Maybe you get free shipping.
And they'll reach out to us and be like, bros.
Separate your dong from your balls. I've never tried that. You guys like it?
Are you talking about the
Wait, what?
puppetry of the penis?
That's what it essentially does. It's going to be in the front, and there's a separate pouch for those guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I just
interesting.
have the one that has it's an elephant. Speedo. Sorry.
This just feels like it's like a Lunchables container for your twig and
Kind
berries.
of, but apparently it's a Iraq War veteran that was super hot. And he's like, what if we separated the things that stick together? That
What
get
if I just
uncomfortable?
tucked my balls back up
Ooh,
inside of me?
Yes, thanks, guys. I'm a traditional gal.
So anyway, yeah,
Let's
we're
get
heading
it.
out there.
Let's
It will be sweet. It will be sweet to see her. I'm excited. It's nice to take a couple days off work, and hopefully we get some good Texas barbecue while we're out there. And
Hopefully, you should.
I know. And then when we come back, Dave, you're gonna start destroying our house
We will.
try something new. Terry Black's obviously great.
every time.
Try something new. Get a different one.
That's the name.
Let us know what it is.
Try something new.
Jerry Blacks.
Jerry Black's.
Yeah. We will. We'll. We usually go to the.
Don't
it's
the
like-
locals
I think
kind of
it's
make
called
fun
the
of Terry
Hotel-
Black's?
No, they know. They know it's good.
No, it's good, but it's what the tourists go to. There's got to be a...
Well, there's Franklin's in Austin, which is another place, but that always has a big line.
And there's Austin's in Franklin, Tennessee, which is also kind of a tourist trap. I just made that up. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're probably right.
stupid. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. That'll be nice. It'll be nice to be together, and hopefully the departure of saying goodbye won't be too tough. But I feel like the year goes by very fast, and we had a great summer with her here. So
Flying by.
she'll be back, and any fears that we had that, did I ever tell you guys this, that like the first on our drive in to take her to visit the second, oh no, she'd already agreed that she was going. She'd already like committed. We did this like orientation thing that on the drive in from the airport, she's like, guys, I really think God wants me to live here in Texas.
Yeah, you told me.
And we were like,
God hasn't told me that.
Yep.
we just didn't respond. We're like, oh, okay.
Ah.
Oh.
Smile and nod. Ah.
And it's like, if she's listening, you know what? That's totally fine, because when you're young and you're figuring things out, you have no idea. So you're trying to sort that stuff out.
And maybe she does.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Nope. She doesn't.
Yeah. Turns out.
No. But
One summer.
sealing the deal by moving to San Clemente and having her spend the summer down here, she was like, boy, I can't wait to get back to the beach. It'll be really
Yeah.
nice to get back to the beach. So,
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah, it should be fun. But I am looking forward to some good Texas barbecue, some football, and it should be fun. By the way, I'm told that we're going to a tailgate with the fraternity.
Oh.
The fraternity.
Because she's in a sorority.
She's in a sorority, and the
Right.
sorority and the fraternity are like,
Dude.
Doing a...
There's the bro energy.
I think there's going to be a lot of white shoes and shorts and maybe mustaches.
A lot of thighs.
Oh.
Thighs,
Thighs.
Mullets.
Chubbies.
Got mullets.
mullets, thighs,
Mustaches.
Mustaches.
And
Now,
usually
by,
overalls.
white crew socks.
by the
There are
time
a lot of overalls.
by the time you get to college, do you lose the broccoli head, or do you like trim it down?
The broccoli
for
heads aren't there
broc-
anymore.
Yeah.
That's high school's broccoli head.
They
College
replace broccoli
mullet.
head. It's moved down to the upper lip.
Okay.
So
All right.
there'll be some mustaches.
Okay.
I'll send some photos back.
Flavor
There'll be
saver
a
for the
foot and a
beer.
half tall Lego skeleton in a jersey that someone's wearing around their neck.
I hope so.
That's what Slater just printed on a 3D printer.
he printed a skeleton.
A 3D skeleton.
What does that mean?
Meaning, I'll show you a picture. It's pretty. He's going to put an App State jersey on it.
Is it Rapture related? Sounds like it is.
Could be. Well,
It feels
They're
like
going to rapture it on the field.
Yeah. That's an effigy. Anyway, that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
So we can end on that happy note. Our family will be reunited.
It's so wild. It feels like yesterday
I know.
that we were just there, and now we're old men trying to be cool. That's a white Lego.
Can I share with you?
You should put it in front of the camera for the people.
Yeah.
Which camera you got?
Here, I'll hold it up. Put it in front of the Zack camera. There it is.
That's going around his neck.
he has a chain on it at the top there. He's putting a jersey on it, and he's going to wear it for game day.
That
And he 3D printed it.
3D printed it.
That's the stuff that Nightmare's made of. Can I share with you one more story?
It's your podcast, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The weirdest thing happened to me. So, heading into last week, I was feeling a lot of stress and stuff because I had all of these presentations and demos and reviews and stuff that were coming up. So I could tell that drinking caffeine was affecting me. It was messing with me, and it was kind of heightening my anxiety. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to cut it out. I'm going to stop it. And so I did. I stopped cold turkey because I'm a quitter. and I'm still caffeine dry like since then. However, about 5 to 7 days in, all of a sudden my legs started hurting so bad, and the muscles were sore. My hamstrings were like crazy tight. Like I remember waking up in the middle of the night and like having to get up and no, not even cramming. I was just like stretching my hamstrings out. I'm like, gosh, it's just so freaking tight. And my joints were hurting and walking. I was like, what is going on? So finally I Googled it, and that is a withdrawal symptom common to when you
No
quit
headaches,
caffeine.
though.
Zero headaches.
Most people get the headaches.
I know.
That's wild.
And I've gotten headaches in the past.
Instead, you thought you were dying of cancer, like your bones were being dissolved or something.
Like, what is happening? No, but it was 100% about the caffeine, and that for some reason, specifically in the legs, this affects you.
Because caffeine settles in the legs.
Everyone knows that because
Obviously,
it flows
9/11.
downhill.
Starts with the 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11,
Yes. Trump and
Downhill.
9/11 downhill.
circular, round and round,
Yep.
up and down, all good things.
Goes backwards, 119.
But good news, guys.
Equals.
I feel like I'm okay now.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm still zero caffeine.
I would take that versus. Would you rather that or the headaches?
I think I'd rather have this. Headaches are
headaches
horrible.
Suck. God, headaches
Yeah.
are the worst.
Yeah. No, I think I would take this. But
They
it
should
was
fix that.
it sucked. It did suck because I was also flying a few of those days too. So I was extra like cramped and jammed in there and stuff. Which
Fly
didn't-
first.
Yeah. Actually, good point. Uncle Sundar can pay for it.
Uncle
gosh.
Sundar. That's actually what he named the AI. So he talks to Uncle Sundar. It's weird.
But I might keep it going. Do you guys think I should keep it going? The no caffeine thing?
Do you feel better?
You know what? I'm ready to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Like every night.
You probably sleep better.
And I think I am sleeping better. I think I'm dreaming more. Yeah.
That's good as start dreaming again.
Yeah.
I said more, Dave. Not that I wasn't before, but yeah, I don't know.
His dreams are more Christian now.
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to see if it's affecting like any other cognitive things. We'll see. I don't think caffeine's bad. but
Caffeine's good for you.
No.
That's what they say. Just
the right
don't ever
dosage.
stop taking it. 'Cause-
Nothing's bad as long as you don't do it too much. Like a little murder,
little
So-
pedophilia.
a little. Whoa. Well, I think I might have to actually bleep that
Oh.
word. Timestamp 128.
You
I
said
don't know.
nothing. Yeah, I'm making a point.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Is Epstein on
I
that?
like
No,
that
good
both
for
of you.
you.
I like both of you were cool with murder.
No, that is funny. That's like one of my fun contradictions. Like I don't get triggered by sex in movies, or like if there's a little bit of nudity and stuff like that. but I'm not. I'm kind of alone with that in the family, and so. But I make fun of the fact that nobody blinks at all the people that are being killed in the movies we watch, as long as we don't see any boobs.
Yeah,
Or
don't kill.
butts.
It's okay. No, a tasteful butt, that's fine.
With an
And
arrow at it?
It's not that simplistic, but that there is like in the culture we were brought up in, like sex is definitely taboo or nudity is super taboo.
Way more than
And
murder.
if you believe in the taboo, it has more power over you.
Why isn't ball cleavage a thing?
It is now. Guys, join our Patreon, bro, which we don't have. You want to see some ball cleavage behind clothes?
Wait. Moose knuckle,
Just
please.
shapes.
Imagine there
Shapes.
was like, side boob is a thing.
Turns out
Side ball.
Size ball.
Little side ball.
we end up having more gay people in our audience than we thought we did.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Just
Side ball.
just a little
Tasteful side ball.
tasteful side ball.
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah. Tasteful side ball. I mean,
You guys, what about tasteful side ball?
yeah, what about that?
Come on.
Can we consider it at least? Don't say no. Don't shut it down too soon. There's
That's going to
something
be a
here.
new card in
Trust me,
Cars
there's
Versus
something
Humanity.
here. Tasteful side ball. Which is
Well, it's got to start somewhere.
sounds like we might be playing pool. It also sounds super gay.
Well, bros.com/chubbies or nochubbies.com/bros. Get your chubbies. Get those 4-inch inseam chubbies. They're shorts. Actual brand of shorts. Get those 4-inch inseam chubbies and just, when you're sitting, just maybe you'll get some tasteful side ball.
Just what?
Yeah.
Just
We can't see what you're doing.
let one hang out.
Just sit comfortably as a man. All right, let's
Also
get out of
known
here.
Yeah.
as manspreading.
Yes. You just mansplained to me?
I think I did.
You manspreading?
I might have.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
right.
For Zach, Dave, I am Andy. This is Bros, Bibles, and Beer. Grace.
Peace.
Cheers. I've already stopped it.
Not the audio.
Oh.